Hello again, you join me in my shed. Some of you may know, some may not, but I've got a multifunctional man cave shed. In here I've got a workbench, workshop area, social area, office area. I've got a bar and kitchen and cinema room. I've got my projector up and watch movies in here. And I've already done a tour of this shed that I'll put a card up in the right hand corner now. But what I thought I'd do is do a video of how I built it. It's not a how-to video. I'm not an expert. This is just old footage that I had when I built the shed. Now, I will say as well, it's not the entire shed. This part here, from this point here, is the original shed, which is 24 feet long by 12 feet wide. And this part I'm in now is my extension, along with the bar kitchen. So I'll quickly just show you around. But just before I do, this will be part one. It'll be a series of videos showing how I built it. I think the video would be too long if I did it in one go. So subscribe, press the notification bell, and then when the next video comes along, you'll be alerted of that. And a thumbs up will be absolutely amazing. Any comments, just stick them below. Oh, just to say as well, if you can see from there, this is where the old shed ended. There's where the doors were originally. They've obviously come out now. I've reused them somewhere else, and you can see it more. This is the extension part. That's where the doors used to be, which you'll see in the video. Thanks. Okay, so that's my workbench area, tool wall, cabinets underneath, and then in here is my bar kitchen. Two windows there that actually open up and lift off, and a stable door there. The top part of the door comes off, forms a bar area, so drinks outside when people come round. It's got a grill in here, extractor above, sink down there with a microwave, spirits above, and then fridge freezer here as well. That is the door that goes into the storage shed, which I reduced in size, but you'll see that in the video. Okay, so in this part, so there's the workbench. That's the main work area where I've got a workbench there. Down that end is a social area, so two sofas, my office area as well. And then above, I've got a projector and a screen that pulls down there. Okay, so just to make life a little bit easier, I've just done a quick drawing of my layout currently. So this is the original shed, which is 24 feet by 12 feet. They're the barn doors that have been taken off now, which you'll see in the video. They've come off. I reused them on the front of this part of the shed. But anyway, so it extends out by 5 foot 6 inches, and then the bar kitchen area comes down by 9 feet or thereabouts. And if you notice here, it's angled. Now I've got a hedge running on the side of my garden here, which eventually I'm going to take out. I wanted a flat wall, which is in line with the rest of the shed for my workbench, which sits here. So the only way I could do this rather than having an angle was to have an angle in my kitchen, which fits everything perfectly, by the way, with a little angle here, and then straight edge or right angle workbench just there. This part here is another shed that is basically just a storage shed. It's only about 5 foot high, but I wanted to join this shed to that shed, have a little door in here so I can access timber, wood, all sorts of materials that are sat in there already. Now this shed has got an apex, which I'll just show you. So this is the original shed, apex of the roof, which I continued on the extension just here. So there's the ridge of the shed just there. Now, which was okay, got to this point here and I couldn't continue that gradient, so I did a reduced angle. And the reason for that was I wanted to hit this storage shed here, but also have 6 foot so I could have a door in the side of that bar kitchen. So I had to reduce the angle. Now I did this extension, probably finished around 13 months ago, well, around 12 months ago now, and the grading is just right. It's got felted roof and there's been no leaks. I'm not an expert, but it's worked okay for me. And again, this isn't a how-to video, this is just showing you what I've done. If you notice above, it's got an overhang built into the design. If you look on top, you can see how it connected. So my old shed ended around there where I joined the felt, and then comes down to the end of the shed here. So I dug out a lot of old footage from when I was building this shed. I had no intention at the time of really making a YouTube video out of it, so it's not the best, but I think you get an idea of what I've done. By no means, this isn't, I say, it's not how to, it's just what I've done. If you get some ideas out of it, great. There's certain things on there, there's quite a lot actually would have done differently, but I was working to a budget. So this is part one, and it starts off from where I'm clearing the land, which is where we are now. This is the area, or outside of it now. And just to say as well, it's actually on a step. We actually step down. So at the minute, I'm in the top half, if you like, and I'm going down a step, or 2 steps, but you can see there the drop in height. So that's the main part of the shed there, and then it steps down into the kitchen here. You should be able to see that fairly clearly in the video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and here we go. hopefully that made sense. My bit of an explanation at the start and my small little drawing, and the footage I did get, hopefully you got an idea of what I was trying to achieve. Just to show you, that's obviously the flat wall from there to there, and then if you see here, it's a bit hard to see actually, but this is where the flat wall, right angle to the rest of the shed, actually comes in at an angle, just there to there, and then this is where the next frame starts. It'll become a bit more clear in future videos, and you can see the angle of the roof. I can't remember what degrees that was now, but anyway, that's the angle of the roof, and then it's slightly shallower on the extension. But I say the runoff for rainwater is perfect. I've had snow piled on top as well, because I did it last year, beginning of last year, and I had quite a thick snowfall and nothing seeped through. In my experience, you should have a better gradient than that for felt, but for my application, it seems to have worked okay. As I say, the floor is dead solid. That is where, if you saw on the video, that's where it steps down, and then I put another step in going down below. You saw in the video as well, I had two 4x2 pieces coming down here actually, and this is because I knew the workbench was going to end here. I wanted some really strong support in case I want to put a vise on there or whatever, but the floor is rock solid. So when I made the shed as well, I didn't work to any particular plans. I did a few drawings, but it was pretty much make it up as I went along. And I had an idea in my head how I wanted it to be, and it turned out okay. As I say, I'm not an expert, it's not a how-to video, it's just to show you what I've done. In the future, I'll probably insulate the roof. I didn't insulate the floor, probably should have, but I wanted to try and stick to a budget. The floor is extremely strong. I put numerous posts in there, concreted them in as well. But you'll see in the later videos, I put a membrane down before I put the chipboard down, but I say that should come on the next video. So yeah, please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, put in the comments below, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, take care, cheers.